A winner is a dreamer who never gives up. In my country, we go to prison first and then become president. Money won't create success, the freedom to make it will. I hate race discrimination most intensely and in all its manifestations. I have fought it all during my life, I fight it now and will do so until the end of my days. Nothing is black or white. It is not where you start but how high you aim that matters for success. Resentment is like drinking poison and then hoping it will kill your enemies. One cannot be prepared for something while secretly believing it will not happen. There is no easy walk to freedom anywhere. People respond in accordance to how you treat them. I am not a saint, unless you think of a saint as a sinner who keeps on trying. Only free men can negotiate. A prisoner cannot enter into contracts. Do not judge me by my successes, judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up again. We must use time wisely and forever realize that the time is always ripe to do right. I like friends who have independent minds because they tend to make you see problems from all angles. After climbing a great hill, one only finds that there are many more hills to climb. Know your enemy, and learn about his favorite sport. There can be no keener revelation of a society's soul than the way in which it treats its children. Appearances matter, and remember to smile. Sometimes it falls upon a generation to be great, you can be that generation. It never hurts to think too highly of a person, often they become ennobled and act better because of it. Forgiveness liberates the soul, it removes fear. That's why it's such a powerful weapon. No country can really develop unless its citizens are educated. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. The power of education extends beyond the development of the skills we need for economic success. It can contribute to nation building and reconciliation. We must use time creatively, and forever realize that the time is always ripe to do right. A good head and a good heart are always a formidable combination. As I walked out the door toward the gate that would lead to my freedom, I knew if I didn't leave my bitterness and hatred behind, I'd still be in prison. Give a child love, laughter, and peace. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. Courage is not the absence of fear, it's inspiring others to move beyond it. We owe our children, the most vulnerable citizens in any society, a life free from violence and fear. The brave man is not the one who has no fears, he is the one who triumphs over his fears. May your choices reflect your hopes, not your fears. Men have different capacities and react differently to stress. But the stronger ones raised up the weaker ones, and both became stronger in the process. Like slavery and apartheid, poverty is not natural. It is man-made and it can be overcome and eradicated by the actions of human beings. While poverty persists, there is no true freedom. As long as poverty, injustice, and gross inequality persist in our world, none of us can truly rest. Poverty is not natural, it is man-made. There is nothing like returning to a place that remains unchanged to find the ways in which you yourself have altered. We commit ourselves to the construction of a complete, just, and lasting peace. Give a child love, laughter, and peace. Courageous people do not fear forgiving, for the sake of peace. If you want to make peace with your enemy, you have to work with your enemy. Then he becomes your partner. Great peacemakers are all people of integrity, of honesty, but humility. I dream of an Africa which is in peace with itself. Live life as though nobody is watching, and express yourself as though everyone is listening. Everyone can rise above their circumstances and achieve success if they are dedicated to and passionate about what they do. There is no passion to be found in playing small, settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. It always seems impossible until it's done. Real leaders must be ready to sacrifice all for the freedom of their people. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Overcoming poverty is not a task of charity, it is an act of justice. You will achieve more in this world through acts of mercy than you will through acts of retribution. What counts in life is not the mere fact that we have lived. It is what difference we have made to the lives of others.